So I was in Tokyo recently, very recently, and this was the second time I've been. I timed it to coincide with the Maruzan bookstore pen fair, as well as the Mitsukoshi department store book fair, pen fair. It was great. I just spent a week just walking around, eating ramen, practicing my very rudimentary hiragana and katakana skills. And I also managed to meet a few other fountain pen people. Shoutouts to Todd and Wei, who will never see this. So, what did Leo get? I got 2 gel pens. I got 3 Pilot Petits. These things are adorable. They aren't available in Hong Kong, but they can be had for super cheap in Japan. But you can even see the store here. Sekaido. It's an art supply store. The one in Shinjuku has 5, 6, 7, 8 floors. Some Pilot Preppies, some Petites. They use smaller sized Pilot cartridges. They have a transparent feed, so cool. That's that, get out of the way. Those are boring pens, slightly less boring. I ordered a Pilot Custom Heritage 743FA nib. It's the one which from the side looks like this on the side. Yeah, the feed. That FA nib is right here. Ordered that to the hotel. And it writes, this is the FA nib. So that's that. Nice and fancy pen. I will be able to swap size 15 nibs with my 823. I'll try that some other day. Also purchased was this Sailor 4 Seasons Winter. Very nice, whitish with red specks. All of these, the 4 Season ones, the green, the other pure white one with reference to the moon. They all come in 14K, medium fine nibs. I will happily pay MRSP or whatever the store says, especially if I get to try the nib before I buy. But wait, there's more. Sailor and Pokemon have collaborated to make a Pokemon Little Tales fountain pen. It is adorable on so many levels. It's got a male and female Pikachu. It comes with 2 ink cartridges and the nib is a little bow tie. It's usually plain for other Sailor steel nibs of this same variety. So that's a very cute Japan sort of exclusive. Next up, I also bought a Pilot Elite 95S. This is the modern one. It's a long short. It's a snap cap. And it has a lovely inlaid nib. I got the one in EF. It's a little rough, but I think it shouldn't take that much smoothing to make sure it's fine. Pilot just announced Con 50s and Con 20s are now being merged into the Con 40. I've seen it, I have a copy somewhere. It uses a bit more transparent plastic, and instead of the agitator is now 3 or 4 tiny ball bearings, and this thing that looks like a dishwasher drain cover thing, sieve thing, to stop the balls from falling out. But wait, there's more. Right, now I have to talk about the pen shows. So, the first one I went to, I did go on the first day. A lot of things were sold out. A bit of shame. But this was my only purchase of the show from the first one, Maruzan. But you won't believe what I bought in Japan. Yes, that is not a Japanese pen. This is an Omas. It was so pretty, I couldn't say no. Very lovely packaging. And this is the Omas Vintage Paragon Blue Royals Celluloid with an extra flexible F-nib. And you can see the sort of the depth of the celluloid. That thing is a beauty. You can see the colors just, the white swirls just changing as they reflect light at different angles. Very, very pretty. So yes, that was my big purchase. I may have blown it for the rest of my pens, but review coming soon or never. What if I never ink this and just, I don't know, and then turn into a gosh darn collector? I did get to test it. It's extra flexible nib is soft. That's pretty much it. It gives a nice writing experience, and it writes like a Western fine. Wet, just soft, very lovely writing. And that was the first show. Second show, I managed to get in early on the first day. I saw a lot of different people from different countries. Just absolutely, they were there. It was amazing. And this is one of the show exclusives. They had a number of exclusive pens from different companies, and they had the show ink. This is the Magokoro from Sailor for the Mitsukoshi Pen Fair. It was to stop scalping or whatever. It was one bottle per person. And it's this lovely purple, which is no longer on my fingers, so I can probably show you what it looks like. There's a tiny bit spilled out. Is this visible? Is it an angle? You see a little bit spilled on the edge. That's the sort of purple you should expect. It comes in the fancy glass vial. It's like a mana potion. There's some leakage. It's very darkish, bluish, purple. I don't think it was spilled, it was just maybe some around the edges got pushed out by cabin pressure. Next up, Sailor had two exclusive pens. One was a shiny black luster Pro Gear Profit, so it's got the round ends, cigar shape, with a phoenix on the nib. Fortunately it was a 21K nib, MF. It's a very nice phoenix logo on it, but I wasn't interested. I was after my first vanishing point by Pilot, and it's this lovely thing. It's black, and on one side you can see clouds. And the name is, I think, the designer or something. There's a black with silver trim. There's a white with very faint light grey clouds in gold trim. With my choice of leather pouch, white, black or red, I went white. This year I managed to snag an appointment time for the Sailor clinic booth pen doctor thing, because one of my pens had an ink leakage somewhere that I couldn't get. After buying the ink and this, I went off to collect a sheet, and it was morning, 10 o'clock. It was like 15-minute increment slots. I got a 5 p.m. slot. It was like already people had been just grabbing time slots. The other exclusives were a Platinum 3776 in black and Rhodium trim with it's very reductionist, but it had stripy patterns down the side, which seems like nothing, but in person it looked much more appealing than the photos on the promo posters. So later that day, I went to my appointed time to Nagahara-san, which is who does the pen repairs, and he helped take apart my Sailor King of pen. All I had to do, I think he heated it up to remove the glue, and then he said, grab this one, then twist, and then you basically have a mechanism that's very similar to the TWSBI, something like that. And then he helped me wipe clean all the ink that had gone into the grip area, which didn't take very long, obviously. And then he was like, do you want your nib customized? And I was like, okay, whatever you say. So he puts it back together. I had no idea what I was going to do. And turns out, spent a few minutes at his lathe, just a few strokes up and down, left, right, made sure the other side was smooth as well. And he turned my medium into a Naginata Toby. A Naginata Togi nib, where you have slightly different thicknesses. There you go. From low to high. The higher angle, the thinner the line. And also, I can write upside down with a very fine line as well. It was amazing just to work it, like just to watch him work his stuff. So that was the pen shows. And then for some other stores, Kingdom Note. They do some new pens. They also do a lot of resale pens. They're located in Shinjuku. The day I went up there, I checked their site, and they had this for sale. This is a Sailor Pro Gear, some special edition they call the GlanzAus Neo. It has a steel rhodium plated body and slightly faintly shimmery resin, and this comes with a zoom nib. I bought this because this is the next best thing to my favorite pen that I don't own yet, which is the Sailor Regency Stripe, which also has this silver metal body, and it has a zoom nib, which just means it sort of looks like it's similar to the Naginata Togi, thick, and as I get higher and higher, it gets thin as well. And look, it starts off thicker and ends off a little bit thicker. It's like a zoom nib. I could probably demonstrate how. Okay, so we need Japanese Leo can write. I'm sorry, these are the only Japanese words I can write. Oh no. Is it upstroke or downstroke? Doesn't matter. Do I have it right? Oh dear, yes.
You're missing a bar.
Oh no, it's this. I think the zoom somehow helps with especially bits like here and the other bits, but you know, whatever. It's a cool pen. It's got 21K nib. I can swap it with my other regular size 21K nibs. This was a lovely second-hand find. Final bunch of purchases are these two. Double Sailor. One of my lovely pen companions showed me this super special secret place where you can buy. Okay, no, you have to know the people, so that's sort of cool. So what do we have here? Whoa, what are these sailors? Oh my god, I've never seen them before. Right. In order of interestingness, this is the Sailor Lecoule. This is new. Okay, relatively new. It's a new demo thing. It has the new Sailor, slightly more transparent cartridge converter. It has the transparent feed. It's just another. It's a steel fine nib. It has flat caps. It's like a small baby version of the Pro Gears, basically. So that was a fun find. That's available most places in Japan. Next interesting, this is a mini 14K EF nib. It's regular mini sized. They're not really made these days, except when Sailor makes store exclusives for specific pen stores. They've made a yellow one, but they decided that yellow with a black cap would make a cool color. And yes, it is a pretty cool color. It sort of reminds me of the color scheme of like the Delta pens, where they do like black and orange or black and yellow. So that's that. This slightly bigger version is the discontinued for a few years, out of production Pro Gear Mini. This has a 21K nib, the full size 21K nib. This is a Pro Gear nib. It's basically, it's the same size, except on a mini body. Isn't that cool? It also happens to be a Naginata Togi nib. So that was a lovely find, and I swear I've seen this before, I just don't know where. It's also 21k medium find on a very oddly coloured, I forget which special editions it was. I remember seeing it a few years ago in like a pen mag or online or somewhere. It's not the same yellow as the other yellow demos that go with the other Pro Gears. It's slightly darker orange yellow, and it's got a sort of yellow green demo cap. And I've never seen that colour before, so I was like, yes, I'll buy this, I'll buy this, I'll buy this, I'll buy this. I think they're actually pretty similarly sized, except it's 14. Okay, it's like a smidge thinner and a smidge smaller, like the other Sapporo models. I did not count the number of pens I bought. I was like, whatever. Cool Sailor, I'll buy it. Cool Sailor, I'll buy it. Oh, it's another cool pen. I will buy that too. No regrets. The person who packaged this was a pen person. So they were definitely like, oh yeah, why put them in individual boxes when you can put 2 a pack? Save space anyway, so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I bought around 16 to 18 pens. But they include some of the cheap ones as well, so yes. I should technically not be allowed to buy pens for the next year and a half. That's 16 when a month is, yeah, one year and 4 months or so, 4 or 5 months. I'll be back next year for both pen shows. Any last words? Go to pen shows, they're really cool and you meet cool people.